Here with our next matchup at an old school pay-per-view, the end of a rivalry between Destroyer and Jake, who will walk out the #1 contender for the Mid-Carter Championship.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall, making his way to the ring, representing the faces of fear from Manchester, England, weighing in at 225 pounds, the icon, Jake!
The British icon Jake, the leader of the Faces, has been in a big rivalry this whole time with Destroyer on the home show. It all started, and it ends tonight. Who will walk out #1 contender for the away show's Mid-Carter Championship, the second highest title here in TPW. Well, something I didn't mention as well, we have the gym format, not our normal arena. This is where it all started, here in this arena of New York City, in this gym style arena. That's why we're packed to the brim with this big matchup with Destroyer and Jake. Not only that, this big old school event in general. We'll see if Destroyer or Jake will pick up the win here tonight in this big pay-per-view matchup. There's Jake and Destroyer one last time between these two men. I'm sure they'll cross paths in the future, but we'll see what they have here tonight in this last match they're going to have in their big rivalry. Again, this is for the #1 contendership. Whoever wins will move on to the Mid-Carter title at the summer event pay-per-view. It will be against none other than Corporation's own C. Brown. That's if he manages to keep his title heading into the summer event, which is only around the corner. That'll be in August. Now, Hans, these two known each other so well after this long rivalry, just as Tyler, Cool, and Freddie did. Who do you think will pick up the win tonight? Honestly, I gotta go with the most experienced one, which is Destroyer. He's been here longer than Jake has, but Jake has proven himself as the leader of the Faces. Not only that, a lot of people forget he still has that big plan that he has in his back pocket. We don't know what it is yet. We thought it was going to be to take Shibata's title at Extravaganza, but that didn't happen. So he still has that in his back pocket. We'll see what happens here with this big matchup as well, and what that plan is eventually. A lot of fans do not like Jake, obviously, for many reasons. The Faces have caused both brands, even on the new talent show, injuries, brutality, and everything. At one point, they held all the championships, but they didn't get to that point of winning the main championship, just as the Corporation. Big elbow to the head. This will actually be the first time one of these two men will win the Mid-Carter opportunity. maybe even win the mid-carter title. We know Destroyer has already held the world championship for a long time. He was almost the longest reigning champion if Ram didn't make him come back at the Chamber pay-per-view. Well, wait a second. I mean, he decided to come back early. That was on him. He could have stayed out longer in an injury. He just was so arrogant that Razor came back. He wanted to prove that he could win against Razor. That's why, roll up, rope break. But that's why he lost his longest reigning championship opportunity. I mean, I think he'd still be champion by now if he would have just not came back so early. Especially off a disc injury that was caused by his own uncle, The Rock. That was actually at the old school event of a while ago, like a year and a half ago that happened. Midway to Extravaganza that happened, that injury. Gotta get him back in the ring at 6, I believe, here. Jake going right for the pin. Kick out at 1. Now, we all know the strength of Jake, but also of Destroyer. And the resiliency of both has been proven time and time again. But again, this will be the first time they get a chance at the mid-carter title. They're both on the away show. So this will definitely be the end of a rivalry, but also the start of something new with the mid-carter title. Well, definitely a Pepper Jack, and you cannot count out the mid-carter championship. It is still a prestigious title. It's the second highest title here in TPW, and definitely one that will lead you as a stepping stone to higher titles, which would be the main championship. Big punch to the face, looking to end this early to Jake. Kick out at 1. Oh no, and Destroyer going right after that already busted open head of Jake. Not looking good. Reversal though by Jake with the headbutt. Big clothesline. What an amazing match so far between these two, and Jake right to the head of Destroyer, looking to end this early. Big chop. There's only so much you can do in a normal matchup, and these two are proving what you can push the limits to. Oh, and Jake was looking to end it, but Destroyer looking for his own maneuver. Big neck breaker. Oh, inverted DDT, sorry. Well, a long flight for most of these people from DC. Not too far though, and we're glad to be here in the birthplace of TPW, here in our old school event. It's where it all started. Big boot to Destroyer. Oh, and now they're both busted open. This is not looking good for either man. Oh, nice switch combination. Russian leg sweep. Bez press again. You know, these two are going to both want this championship opportunity, but only one man can move forward. Oh no, looking for a comeback here. Can he get it? And big knee by Destroyer. Big boot though out of nowhere by Jake. That's the resiliency of Jake. Big German, but that took out Jake as well. Both men are knocked out, and for good reason. Jake looking for a quick pin. Kick out at 2 though by Destroyer. What does Jake have to do to put Destroyer out on his back here? We have no idea so far. Big boot in the corner. Could that be it as well? And it is. Jake picks up the win. A huge win for Jake. Destroyer not so much tonight, but they end this big rivalry here tonight. Did you notice he copied C Brown with that big dance at the end? That's a big sign to the corporation that he's coming for his championship. What a insult to C Brown, but speaking of C Brown, we're in the Battle Royal coming up next. It'll be the old school clash event. We still don't know the stipulation on that big Battle Royal. If whoever wins will get an opportunity at a title, or we have no idea. But we'll see coming up next at that Battle Royal.